Hello everyone, welcome back to the Undercut podcast. This is episode numero thumph. It is number 5 today, boy. Number 5. Today we're going to be talking about car reveals, car liveries. I have a rant on a car livery that I'd like to discuss.
You have a rant?
I have a rant ready.
Oh no.
I have a rant ready. And also we're going to be talking about the new sprint format weekends and generally just any news that's come out over the last week. So why don't you get started? We had Williams kick Sauber steak
Firstly,
grilled.
Haas.
Oh no, fuck Haas.
Haas was a long time ago.
No, Haas. The car reveal was terrible.
Yeah.
And they literally just showed a car and nothing else. And the car
Showed their livery. It's a bit more black.
Yeah, but it looks exactly the same as last year.
Pretty much.
And you'll notice a theme. It looks more black. That's something I'm going to say a lot.
That's your rant.
It is my rant.
Great.
It is my rant.
However, black does look nice.
Right, okay. It's nothing to do with the liveries. Because black looks amazing on liveries. As Mercedes have shown countless times, a black livery looks amazing.
You just want the grid to look like a rainbow.
Yes, because I want to know which cars... In fact, we're going to do it now. Right, because I'm not beating around any bush today. Okay? I ain't beating around no bush.
Your arsehole's had enough of sitting on the fence from last week.
Yes, it's spiky and I want to get off.
Yeah.
Right, is the catch, right? F1 is getting ruined by black liveries, okay? And it's not just because I want the grid to look like a rainbow, and no, it's not because, I don't know, I don't like black liveries because I do, because black liveries, as Mercedes have shown countless times, can look amazing. And to be fair, all the liveries that have been shown look amazing. The Haas one looks nicer than last year. The McLaren one looks really nice. The Alpine livery looks sweet as hell.
Oh, I love the Alpine.
The Alpine looks really nice.
Beautiful.
Even the steak Sauber looks really good.
I was 50-50 on that.
No.
I've looked more into it.
It's bold.
It kind of look like a highlighter.
It does, but I like it. It's black and the lime green looks amazing. But...
Dotty bastard.
But... Sorry, I had to emphasise. That had to come out. My big issue with the liveries, right, is that we won't be able to tell who's who.
We will, though.
No, we won't. The only car that we'll be able to tell is going to be the steak, the lime green mouldy steak.
Well, no, because the Alpine has flashes of pink and blue.
I couldn't tell the difference between them. They showed both the cars. They were like,
could.
oh, here's the blue one and here's the pink one. By the way, we're going to be using the pink one for more races this season. What do you mean? Where's the pink? It doesn't look any different. The car looks nice. It looks nice. It does. Right? The black adds loads of carbon fibre. Looks cool.
Get a black Red Bull.
What?
Get a black Red Bull.
Oh, mate, if we get a black Red Bull, I'm done.
It's not, because Max has already said that it's the same.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm fine with the black Mercedes because the black Mercedes...
Black Ferrari.
No.
With red Tron lines.
That's where I fucking draw the line. If there's a black Ferrari, I am fucking out.
Red Tron lines.
No.
No?
There's one team on the grid that's not allowed a black livery. That's Ferrari. They're allowed a yellow livery. They're allowed a red one. Well, Heck, they're even allowed a blue one. Because
Williams got a bit more black on it as well.
Yeah, but they've been slowly creeping it in over the last 10 years, so you know what, I'll give them a pass. Ferrari? No. If I see a black Ferrari, I'm fucking done.
It looks sick though.
No.
If red Tron line.
It would look amazing. I won't lie. It would look really good. But no. If I see a black Ferrari, I'm done. Black Red Bull, maybe we could get away with it because it's kind of like purplish, dark blue.
I've had enough of Red Bull's livery anyway. Anything different would be nice.
Yeah. Oh, no, well, actually, no.
I know. Sugar free.
I really like when Red Bull does the the one-off liveries for testing. Like that camo red one they had a few years ago was really nice.
Well, they could go silver with a bit of red and call it sugar free.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, bit different.
That could be cool.
They've got different varieties.
The sugar-free livery.
Yeah.
They should have just called Visa Cash App RB sugar-free Red Bull. Should have called it Red Bull sugar-free. It's better than Visa Cash App Red Bull.
You really don't like Visa Cash App?
No, fuck them. I hate it.
Let's go V-Carb.
No.
Why?
Sounds like a food supplement.
I'm calling it V-Carb.
I'm not calling it that.
V-Carb.
I'm only calling it ironically. No, it's terrible. But yeah, the liveries this year are butters. God knows, here's the thing. I already thought, how the hell is Crofty going to determine between the Red Bulls and RB when they stand for the same thing? Right, the initials.
RB.
So now, my second question is, how is Crofty going to even be able to tell what car's which? I had trouble determining the Mercedes from the Aston Martin last year.
Crofty has trouble anyway without them.
Yeah, so we're fucked. Sky, bring us on.
No, don't bring you on. You've already said you're fucked.
Yeah, we are. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I hate
I don't
deliveries.
mind.
I hate them, but I hate them for not because I don't like them. Because to be fair, they're probably the best group of liveries that we've probably had for a very long time.
They look nice.
They look very nice, but it's just I don't like every livery being black. It's just not good for the sport. It's not good to be able to, because I reckon, because it's all, the Alpine from the front looks black. From the side it looks colourful, right? But from the front it looks black. So you put the Alpine, you put the Mercedes, and you put the Aston Martin, who are very dark liveries from the front.
I mean, to be
and
fair,
then what's it going to look like?
we're not going to see the front of the Alpine that much.
No, it's true. Going to see the back of it.
Yeah.
That was trying to. You know why that joke doesn't work?
No.
Because on TV, it doesn't matter where they are.
Well, no, there's probably not going to get that much coverage because they're irrelevant.
But yeah, any thoughts on liveries?
Thoughts on liveries? Honestly, all of them were quite how I expected them to be, other than the steak. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw the lime green, well, I had to take 2 takes. So it was that bright.
It's bold, isn't it?
It was crazy, but I like it. I'm there for it. I really like it.
Were you expecting them to go that bold?
No. No. I think, I don't know what I expected from him, but I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't, because I thought, well,
although the race suits look boss.
They do. They look like I saw someone say that the race suits and the car looks like what you'd make in my team on F1.
It does.
Career mode.
It literally does.
It does.
Honestly, I swear I've made that car before.
Yeah. No, but I do like the car, though. I don't think it's that bad. No, the thing is, though, with it is, I was expecting them to stay red.
See, I didn't expect them to stay red because the red came from Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, but I expected them to stay red because of Audi.
But
so because I think that, you know, what
but Audi aren't in yet, are they?
Yeah, but like, what are you gonna like? Their transition from Stake F1 team to Audi, it's gonna go from a bright green livery to whatever Audi's gonna do, which is probably gonna be white and red.
I thought it's like gonna be like a dull white version on grey. That's, you know, them Nardo greys.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be like a Nardo grey.
Yeah, but that's closer.
It'd be nice.
It'll be nice. I didn't expect them to go so far from, because this is the furthest like direction they could have gone from what the Audi livery.
Isn't that kind of Stake.com's kind of colour though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but I wasn't expecting Stake to take the livery.
You have to go with your main title sponsors type of thing, though, don't you?
Not necessarily.
You sort of do. Like, you need their colours on there.
Well, not really.
Oh,
well, if you're a small
Petronas,
we
got to have that colour on the Mercedes.
Yeah, but the Mercedes is those colours anyway. It's like
yeah, it is, but like Red Bull.
It's Red Bull.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's what the team.
You have to adhere to their.
I don't. I think it's only for the small teams because it's like you had the Rich Energy Haas, which turned the whole car gold and black.
That did.
You have the Kick Stake Sauber, which is green. Visa Cash App RB, which seems to be the Visa colours.
Yeah.
The race suits got leaked, by the way.
Yeah, no, I've seen.
You seen that? But then you have teams like Red Bull, which has Oracle as their main title sponsor. That doesn't change their colours.
No, but that's because Red Bull. It's Red Bull colours.
Exactly, it's a big team.
Yeah, but that's because they are Red Bull.
I don't know if I'm waffling, but
You are waffling.
I'm not waffling
Because
I've never seen. No, my point was I've never seen a big. I could just be not thinking of someone massive, but I've never seen a big team that's not had a title sponsor. I've never seen a big team that's had a title sponsor take over their livery, apart from like
No, but it's not
your Hasses.
I'm not saying take over the livery, but each team has a flash of the colour of their sponsor on there.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
They do, and you kind of have to promote them because that's the purpose of them being on the car.
Yeah,
is to promote their company.
Yeah.
So which is why the stake it needed green on there.
It's fair.
So you could have expected
the whole livery's green.
You could have expected some green, just not that.
Yeah, the whole livery's green. I was expecting it to be more akin to what they were going to do with Audi anyway, because I imagine if.
Yeah, I could have seen that.
I imagine because the thing is now the transition from Stake Sauber to Audi is going to be really jarring. I guess it might. I guess it doesn't matter that much. I mean, I don't really know that much about marketing in F1 and stuff, so I don't know. But like, I don't know how it works with the sponsors. But I imagine if I was Audi, I'd be like, well, you've just changed the whole brand identity to green, and it's going to be like that for 2 years, and then we're going to go back to like red or grey or whatever. Like,
yeah,
it's like, are people going to come accustomed to that, and then people not going to like our livery?
No, but that's the thing. Like, you've got to. That's the problem they've got. They have to adhere to Stake. Because Stake's not going to be there when Audi's there, let's be honest.
Is it not? Is it not going to be a sponsor on the car?
I don't think it will.
It won't be a title sponsor.
No.
Stake Audi.
No, but when it...
Imagine a green and red livery.
No.
Oh my god.
No. That would clash too much.
Be a Christmas tree. The Santa Claus mobile.
Oh my god. It would clash. There's too much clash in there.
Yeah, no.
I think they'd get rid of the green for Audi anyway.
Carlos Sainz will be saying Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
As he drives the green and... Yeah, no, it's... Yeah. Either way, I think all the liveries this year have been... They're pretty good.
I like them all.
Yeah.
But we do have to say, we have not mentioned the RB, Visa Cash App, V-Carb, whatever we're calling it.
Yeah.
Livery. Because we're recording this before it.
Yeah, so Visa Cash App, MasterCard decided to do their livery launch or car launch in Las Vegas, so it isn't going to be out until later tonight for us. So we're recording before that, and obviously we can't do it tonight because
we record on a Thursday. However,
yeah,
as of next week, we will be recording on the Sunday.
Yeah,
at the end of the week, so we'll get everything in to come out on Mondays now.
Oh yeah, sorry, we forgot to mention the podcasts are on Monday right now. So
the podcast will be on Mondays from now on. Well,
yeah,
not this one. This one will probably still be on the Sunday, is it?
Yeah, this one will be on the Sunday. Yeah,
this one's on the Sunday, and then the following week will be on Mondays.
But we will be. There should be a livery video coming out.
Yes.
On Friday next week when all the liveries are out, the rest of them. So you have to wait till Sunday to get the podcast where we discuss it. We'll probably still discuss them in some variety. We'll probably do a ranking or something like that. Probably
we could do a tier list next week.
We probably will be. Yeah, we'll probably do something like that. But like we will be doing a video after all the liveries are out, after Red Bulls is out on Friday. So yeah, but
Red Bulls is on Thursday.
Yeah, that's why we're doing it on Friday.
Yeah. Tier list.
A video will be out on Friday.
I think tier list.
Yeah, We can do a tier list, yeah.
We can do a tier list. We'll do a tier list.
We'll do a tier list.
Tier list next Friday.
Tier list next Friday. Yeah, so it's the Liveries they look good this year, but I get a worrying feeling that every car is going to look almost the same.
Well, these 5 are black. We can say for sure Aston Martin's going to be a dark green.
Yeah, British Racing green.
Yeah.
Possibly with black parts on it.
Ferrari will be red.
God hope.
But I think they will have flashes of black. They will.
They've slowly been creeping in.
I think it's said that the yellow is black this year.
The yellow parts.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that somewhere, but I'm not sure. Could be waffling there. But Ferrari predominantly red, so that's fine. Mercedes is going to be, I would expect, black. But the rumours are there are flashes of silver.
Are they going to do that? I've seen those concept liveries where it's the Mercedes half and half.
Some of them concept liveries that have been
good, aren't they?
Oh, if they can pull that off,
yeah,
I'm here for it. That the tier list is fucked.
Yeah, it's like it's silver at the front, and then it like fades into black at the back. Well, you seen those ones?
Have you seen them? I haven't seen. I've seen the ones where it's kind of it's silver from the top and
then black at the bottom.
Darker.
Yeah.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I've seen this one where they have it's silver at the top, like the top of the nose.
Yeah.
And then there's a Patronus line.
Yes.
And then it's black underneath that.
Yeah.
It looks good. Yeah, I've seen that. That looks good.
Obviously, McLaren's livery has already been shown.
Very good livery.
We know what that's
I like that. I'm really glad
there's more orange on there now. There is more orange, so that's not too bad. The black is taken over the blue, but the orange is there.
I don't mind that. With McLaren, in terms of McLaren, it's like their livery is it's better off without the blue. Yeah. So because the black was already on there, McLaren I can understand.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't trying to weight save, them doing the carbon fibre black with the orange makes sense for McLaren anyway. The same way I'd say it makes sense for Mercedes to do it.
Yeah. I mean, like, the weights of these cars have just been going up every year, though, haven't they? So it makes sense.
But it doesn't matter though.
To start doing
it doesn't really matter though, because what time are you saving from a bit of paint? Surely it's not much.
Every little helps in F1. We know this.
Yeah, I know, but surely it's not that much.
1,000th of a second could be difference between pole and not pole.
Yeah, but surely that can be made up by driver error as well.
Everything is down to circumstance. You don't know.
Okay, let me put this out there then. Do you reckon F1 introduce a rule that says a certain amount of the car has to be painted? So then everyone will have the same percentage of the car and will have the same weight in livery, and that means they can all be more colourful.
I don't think F1 care enough for that.
Yeah, but they would though, because surely if the cars all look the same this year, let's just say we get to testing and all the cars mostly look black, it's not going to be good for the audience, is it? So F1 will have to do something about it.
We can see if they'll do something about it, but I don't think they will, because as we said, like, the thing is, the Stake's got your bright green on there. Yeah, McLaren's orange. Ferrari's got red. Your Red Bull is the same livery as it was 15 years ago. Your Mercedes, you can usually tell straight off. You've got your Alpine, which will have flashes of pink and blue, which you can see. Your Haas does have white and the big red writing that says Haas on the side.
Yeah, Haas is alright.
So you can tell the difference. There is subtle differences. The problem that we did have was it Vegas when Sauber brought that black livery? Now that the Mercedes and that did clash.
Yeah. Which
was annoying. But I don't think we'll have that problem because you have got these vibrant splashes on every car, which is completely different. So I don't think F1 will mind too much in that regard.
I'm just scared that from the front, they're all gonna look the same.
They might do.
They've all got the splashes on the side pods, but every front nose is black.
Well, Mercedes leaked their new numbers as well. They're new because
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember how you had the blue
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the yellow. It's not that anymore.
What is it?
It's like a teal blue outline in silver.
That's alright.
I think.
More weight saving, I see.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
You know it's illegal, by the way. It's against the regulations to not have a visible number on the F1 car.
it's visible. Trust me.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Well, it's going.
I'm acting as if you're the FIA. Like, hey, Mercedes is doing this thing.
I am the FIA.
You should be. You do a better job than the FIA currently.
Mr. Massey.
He doesn't even work for him anymore.
I don't care. I've had enough of him.
Oh,
Just his name pisses me off.
Massey. But yeah, so liveries, eh? Yeah, cars, yeah.
See, if Andretti came in, they would have been black as well.
They fucking. Thing is, and we have a collection of cars that all look the same in F1.
Do you know who wouldn't
Who?
be black
Who?
if they ever came into F1?
Who?
Lamborghini.
Ooh,
Because
bright
they're
yellow.
Italian. They would be neon something.
Neon. Why neon?
Because the Italians are flamboyant.
Yeah, but we're scared. We're sat here talking about how scared we are that Ferrari are gonna be black.
Yeah, I don't care. But Ferrari are precise engineering. Like, when you look at Ferrari, it's been done precision, elegancy. They're practically...
No,
doing-
it hasn't.
No,
Not for the last 10 years. It hasn't.
No, not in terms of F1, in terms of cars in general.
Yeah.
You look at Lamborghini, give it to the Germans to do all the reliability stuff.
Yeah.
And then they give it back to the Italians, and you look at the body that they give it, it's like the Italians just go ham with it, like lasers for like windshield wipers.
Lasers or windshield.
Italians just go like mental.
They do go.
And
mental.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So,
I do love the Italians.
bring them into F1, you're just going to have like laser wheels or something. They just go ham.
We get to like 2028, Lamborghini get announced, and then they bring a car that has like rockets on the
See,
side.
I can
of it.
see Lamborghini doing something like a neon yellow.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Since Renault aren't in the sport anymore, well, they are Alpine, but since we don't have the yellow Renault livery, it'd be cool to see a.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, do you remember when they brought that black Renault to testing that one time?
Yeah, I loved it.
That was a really nice car. That was a really, really nice car. In hindsight, I'm glad they stuck with the bright yellow because
Yeah.
God knows I'd be complaining about it now.
Or, because it's Lamborghini as well, and they're out there, bold. Could just be gold.
Yeah, it could be.
How sick would that be?
A rich energy Lamborghini.
Just gold. Just bright gold.
Oh, mate. It'd be good, wouldn't it?
Do you know who would be boring?
Who?
Porsche.
Why?
'Cause it just seemed like a dull. Just seemed dull.
No, I don't have to do Porsche like that.
I am doing Porsche like that. Porsche, you're listening? You're dull.
What about Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Like a nice blue and
I don't know, because...
silver livery, maybe.
Maybe a white.
Maybe a white and blue livery.
Yeah, that would work. Whatever we do, don't go Peugeot. We'll break down halfway down the straight. that can stay out.
And Peugeot, I don't think would have the funds for F1, would they?
No. I mean, we've got one French car. That's all we need.
Are you calling French cars unreliable?
Yes, I am.
Yep. Do better cars, France.
They can't. It's physically impossible.
Yeah, they are.
Did you know
they are pretty bad.
Is it? I don't know if they still do, but they did in the past. Their front headlights used to be yellow.
What? Yellow?
Yes, it used to have yellow tints
Why?
on the front headlight. I don't know, because the French are weird and like doing weird stuff like that. It's like the French also had a car that was back to back, like the boot, like the back of the car was the front of the car, because they wanted to be innovative and different.
This is why the Germans and the Japanese are the best at making cars.
Oh, the Japanese are the best at making cars.
Yes, they are. They're underrated in making cars.
What did it? Honda and Toyota.
Hyundai.
No, that's South Korean.
Is it?
Mm.
No way. I thought it was Japanese.
Hyundai is South Korean.
Ah, more you know.
And it's Hyundai.
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 Oh, Hyundai. Everyone says Hyundai.
I know.
You've got a Hyundai.
Yeah, shit.
All right. Okay. Sorry, South Korea.
I'm not sorry.
But yeah, no. The Germans are just peak. But and the Italians. French. I'm sorry, but I've got a French car and it's not great.
I've been in that car and it is not great.
It's not great.
Pushed it down a hill.
But yeah, no. So the F1 cars,
Yeah, we'll get back onto F1 now. We've gone on a bit of a rant now about cars.
It's not. I don't like them, but only because they're black. In terms of liveries, like, they look good. So yeah, let's move on to the sprint format then.
Sprint format.
Sprint format.
You do know the sprint format, right?
I do know the sprint format.
Just make sure. So you got practice on a Friday, practice 1.
Yeah.
Then you've got a sprint qualifying. So not the main quali, it's the sprint quali.
They're calling it sprint shootout.
Yeah, but it's sprint qualifying, which I feels better.
Yes.
This is what I said.
Yeah.
To do.
I think it was, wasn't it?
Yes. Sprint race.
Yep.
Saturday morning.
Yep.
Like it was.
Yep.
Was it?
Yep.
Then it's qualifying.
Yep.
Saturday afternoon, and it's race on
Yep.
Sunday. So it's normal weekend on the Saturday afternoon and the Sunday. It's just your sprint is in place of practice 2 and practice 3.
Which makes so much more sense.
It does, and that is what I said.
Because last year, wasn't it?
They watched our podcast.
They did, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they probably thought about it before then, but we're going to say they did. Subscribe to the Undercut because we come up with the best F1 ideas you've ever heard.
And
what was it
Stefano
originally, though?
Domenicali listens to us.
What was it originally, though? It was like...
Originally, it was practice 1, qualifying, sprint qualifying Saturday, sprint race Saturday, and then race on Sunday.
Which makes no sense.
No, because it was just Saturday sprints.
Well, I guess that made sense, but having qualifying for the race on Friday for Sunday that then doesn't affect anything on Saturday kind of didn't make sense. At least everything's in continuity now. You know what I mean?
Saturday's going to be busy.
It will be.
Because we've got
sprint Saturdays.
We'll be live for...
We'll be live for all of the sprints.
The sprint race and
qualifying.
Quali. And we'll be live for the sprint quali on Friday and the race on Sunday. Wow.
Yeah.
And are you going to say where you are on the first sprint of the year? In China?
Not here. I'm not here. Sorry.
So you guys might actually get to see Ethan.
Yeah. I might actually make an appearance.
If you've
watched in the trailer.
If you've watched our trailer, you will have seen that there is a third man.
There's a third man
that has yet to make an appearance.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here sometimes." Just hasn't been here. He's gonna be coming in the races, but
he is. It's interesting, isn't it? Because he is a novice.
Yeah.
With F1
which
at the
is
moment,
gonna be fun.
Which is fun. So obviously, with these podcasts, it's a bit more focused on news.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Start of the season's always a bit more dull in it, really.
He's not up there with knowledge of that yet. But during the live stream, I'm sure he'll have some weird
hot take
thing to say.
Yeah.
Which will be very fun.
Yeah, he'll be here. He'll be here. You've got to be here to see him. He'll be fun. But the sprint weekends then, what's your overall opinion on them as a whole?
Before this new format or since it started?
Okay, so we'll do this in 2 parts. First part.
Yeah, we're getting treated.
We are, yeah. First part. Do you think sprints work generally? I know we already talked about this and touched on it a few podcasts ago, but since sprints are relevant, we might as well talk about it again. And also, number 2, do you think this new format will improve the sprint weekends?
Well, last time I did say, didn't I, that I'm here for the sprint weekend.
Yeah.
But it still needs an improvement, and I said what my improvement would have been a incentive for teams to do well.
Yeah.
On a sprint weekend. for the sprint race, which is providing do a reverse grid and then have a separate championship for the teams to then get a reward for the higher you up you are. So Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, them lot will always be at the back.
Yeah.
Your points are always at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got to get from the back to the top to get the points. And the higher up in the championship you are, in the sprint championship at the end, will give you a performance reward for the following year, like it does for the race.
Yeah.
But the other way around.
Yeah. Which I think is a brilliant idea.
Which gives the incentives for the lower teams to stay in front.
Yeah.
And incentives for the bigger teams to come through the pack, which improves our racing as a whole.
It improves the competitiveness of the sport.
Yep.
It improves entertainment value.
Yep.
So if we get a Butters race, if Max just goes, fucks off,
Yeah.
we get actual racing.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it's genius because it is an incentive for, you know, let's say Albon, let's just say Sargent's on pole, right? Because he's
Big
last.
up Logan.
He's last in the championship. Say
No.
like Sargent's pole, right? Albon, let's say his teammate will probably be higher up than the championship. He's starting like 5th, right?
Yeah.
Albon realistically knows he could probably win that race if he can get past those 5 people and then stay in front. All he's got to do is not have Max, Lewis, Charles, Lando not catch up to him.
Yeah.
And imagine the last few laps, Max charging through the field to that Williams. That'd be tense as hell. Alex Albon wins the race, gets Williams loads of points, gets Williams more development time, which means Williams next season could be
Better.
miles further up the grid because of it. I think it's genius. So you don't win a trophy for it, but you win development, which is so good. Why are they not doing this? It's a genius idea.
F1,
FIA, come on,
F1,
bro.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, so I think that's a really good idea. But at the moment, that's not what's happening. But
They
with
need to
the new,
listen. They need to listen to us.
They do. But with the new format that they brought in now, it seems like it's going to be more of a separate thing. Because before they were trying to integrate it, the season before last, it was the sprint race dictates the grid for the race.
Yes.
And then they changed it so it isn't, it's more separate, but now it's in the weekend, like in the middle of the weekend.
Yes.
But now
They've
it's
changed it so it's
separate.
Yes.
2 separate events. Friday, Saturday is sprint, Saturday, Sunday is race, which I like more.
It's better.
If they're not willing to have a reverse grid order and have that all affect the race and the sprints and try and integrate it together, then the best is to keep it separate like that, like they're doing.
Yeah, I think my ideal sprint weekend would be practice 1 and 2 Friday, reverse grid order sprint race Saturday morning, and then quali Saturday evening and race Sunday.
Yeah.
That's my ideal sprint weekend. So it's just the one difference of practice 3, and it's reverse grid. Everyone wants to see that.
Everyone wants to see that.
And it should be fun.
Yeah.
Championship order.
Yeah. And have it be a separate championship.
Yes.
Yeah, because then teams can't complain.
No, you can't complain about that. Like, you got a sprint championship and you've got the actual championship.
Yeah.
And you got different prizes at the end of it, which is good.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for the sport. But yeah, no. I just think the new format is going to be better for the sprints, and I think if you want to dissociate from it, you don't have to watch it.
Yes.
Like you can go into every single weekend this year just watching qualifying in the race like usual, and you probably wouldn't know no difference because the point system in the sprint is that small that it doesn't really matter.
I think the point system needs to be re-evaluated if you were to do it our way.
Yes, but the way it is now, if it's affecting the championship, then no, I think it's fine the way it is. It's just, what I'm saying is you can probably skip it and nothing will probably change. Because Max is still going to win by 1 million points anyway, so it's not really going to make much of a difference. Oh, let's be honest, he is.
Hamilton.
Oh, God. But yeah, no, I think it's fine. I think it works better. I just think the only issue I have with sprints still is that they are still a spoiler for a race. And maybe this is where this system might actually hinder us slightly more, is that we're going to get a qualifying and a race before the actual qualifying in the race.
Yeah.
So we're going to see where the cars line up and they're going to race.
My question is...
And then we're going to know.
Are they into Parc Ferme before the sprint quali? Or are they into Parc Ferme before the quali?
Is there a practice session after any of the sprint sessions?
No.
Then there will be, yes. Probably.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I would like the sprint, quali, and race to have separate Parc Ferme stuff, and then you come out of the sprint race and you can make changes, and then go back into Parc Ferme.
It'd be so much better, wouldn't it? Because you'd be able to see on...
So you go into Parc Ferme, out, and then back in before.
You know why that would make it more interesting as well? Because in the sprint qualifying, it would be everyone would have their car on the fastest qualifying setup you could possibly get.
Yeah.
Which means we get to see how fast the cars could actually go.
Yes.
Because they wouldn't have to set up for the race. Which means you could probably see that you'd probably see a different grid in that case.
Probably.
So then when you go to actual qualifying, people are setting their cars up for the race. And let's say Red Bull don't have a great race car, but they have to set it up for the race anyway. Max might be a million miles ahead in the sprint qualifying, but he might get out qualified by Charles, for example, in the normal qualifying. So it could be interesting like that, but I do think Parc Ferme is the only thing I think is poor about this format is that it is still it's a massive spoiler for the weekend.
It is, but you never know with racing, do you? It can throw curveballs, weather.
It might be good though, because maybe the race might be really good, and we're like, oh my god, imagine if there was a few pit stops in here.
Yeah.
So it could be the exact opposite, but if it turns out to be a really boring one, then yeah. I don't know. Could be butters.
It could. It could. It really could. I hope this RB's nice later.
Yeah. So let's move on to the elephant in the room. Now, we weren't going to talk about this, but I think it's worth mentioning it anyway. We don't know what's going to happen with it yet.
No.
Because we're recording this before any big news comes out about it. But
to be fair, if we do get some big news, we're going to have to put out a video.
We will be putting out... I think more than likely a video will have already gone out when you guys are obviously seeing this podcast.
Yes.
But just briefly touching on it without mentioning too many details because we don't know the full story yet.
No.
If Christian Horner does step down as Red Bull team principal, what does that mean?
Gunther! We want Gunther back.
It'll probably be that other guy, won't it?
We want Gunther.
To be fair, Gunther was one of the reasons why Red Bull, was one of the reasons why Red Bull had the comeuppance in the early 2000s.
Let's go Gunther.
But what happens though? What happens to Red Bull if Christian Horner is the team principal?
Isn't the rumours that Adrian Newey has a thingy where if Horner goes, he also goes?
Yeah. It's something in his contract that Newey and Horner are tied, and if Newey wants to go,
I think they'd be fine this year, maybe next year, 2026.
When the regs
ropes.
Yeah. My only issue is that if Newey leaves as well,
Max won't stay.
If Newey leaves and Christian Horner's resigned, Max is gone.
I think Max is gone.
Max is gone. That team's going to fall apart.
Yeah. But we're not going to know for sure until something comes out.
We're not.
So we can't speculate or come up with anything now because we don't know the ins and outs of everything.
We don't. Well, we're simply pondering because I think it's something.
Which is what I think the whole F1 world's doing, is pondering over what the hell has gone on, because nothing has actually been released other than the fact that he has had allegations against him, and that's it.
Yeah, we can't. We have to tread very carefully because you can't accuse someone of something that hasn't been confirmed.
No, exactly.
It's a very dangerous game you play.
No, we're not accusing until we get full details.
And also, you want to be respectful to alleged victims as well and stuff. You don't want to say, oh, Christian Horner's let off the hook or whatever. You got to be very sensitive about it. So it's like, we're not going to say much. We're just simply talking about the implications, possibly, of the F1 side of things. What?
I can't control what comes out of my mouth.
Fuck. No, you're going to behave. Yeah, the F1 side of things is where we're really looking at this from a perspective. If anything does major come out, we will
put
if stuff is confirmed, we will cover it, make that content. But at this moment in time, we can't.
Let me just check my phone and see if anything has come out while we've been recording this. Would be so lucky.
To be fair, it did happen one time, not for F1, but we were filming a podcast and it came out that Jurgen Klopp had left Liverpool. So if that can happen, then oh my god, oh mate, no, show the camera. That's incredible. For audio listeners, there's a picture of Valtteri Bottas in the steak Sauber shirt. Comparing to what's his name from
Chick
Cars?
Hicks
from Cars with the mustache.
Green guy with a mustache.
It's so funny, that is.
Oh,
mate, I can't see that now. Jesus. But yeah, no. I think that's pretty much all the news we have for today.
It's been a quiet week, other than the Horner stuff and all the car reveals.
Which we covered briefly.
A quiet week. I mean, we're a bit all over the place, aren't we? With this.
At the moment, yeah.
Our organisational skills need to be better.
They do. We've been, you guys don't know, but behind the scenes has been a bit ropes the last week or so. But to be fair, we've had content out every day regardless, so.
Yeah, and when the season kicks in, it's just going to get a lot more.
The issue is we've had a lot of breaking news at the moment, and it's kind of been throwing us off because we're like, we want to cover it, but then we've got to wait for the podcast, and it's like, but then...
So we are...
More breaking news is out.
That's why we're rescheduling things.
Yeah.
Coming up with ideas. So hopefully by mid-season, we will have everything down, nailed, and get the content even better for all you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, thank you for watching the podcast again. It's been a pleasure.
Remember, this is the last time it's out on a Sunday. The following week will be a Monday.
Make sure to subscribe as well so you do not miss any more content. Shorts, clips, discussion, debates. And yeah. We'll catch you all in the next one. See you later.